What's up, everyone? I wanted to briefly talk about how to overcome alcohol and porn and marijuana. You know, um, I think this takes a consistency of forsaking them. You confess your sin, you forsake it, and you don't do things that are leading up to that sin. Now, if you have a medical reason why you use, certain medicines, then that's between you and God. I can't speak to how much a person is suffering versus, you know, uh, their medical, condition and medicine. But, I will say that we should always be sober minded. We should always be able to talk and walk and, you know, pray and, be clear headed when taking these, substances. Now, as far as porn is concerned, this could take you a while to overcome. It could be an overnight situation. Do you want to go as far as removing computers and going down to a basic phone? Maybe you could, but I recommend confessing the sin and, forsaking it and training your body to resist the sin. And if we continue to follow Jesus's teaching, that it's wrong to even look on a woman to lust after her, or it's wrong to even think about a woman and lust after her, or to think about having sex with someone outside of marriage. And if we stop the thought, over time, Jesus promises that we'll eventually be set free. Now, you may know that, hey, if we have a couple drinks of alcohol, you go look at porn. Or you may know that if you take marijuana or you take a certain dosage of it, you end up sinning in some way. And so using self-control when you are taking alcohol or, when you're using any type of substance, you want to use self-control, and you always want to have faith when you're doing it. Now, it's important to realize that, you shouldn't be doing something if you don't have faith to do it. If you feel like, oh, God doesn't want me to drink, but I'm drinking anyway, then, maybe you need to pray about it more and really seek God's will in it. Also, if you continually live a life of repentance, I believe soon you'll be able to see clearly the different, mistakes that you're making. And when it comes to drinking and getting drunk, or, you're always going overboard, there should be a level of self-control that you gain as you continue to follow Jesus and seek his will. Now, for some, that does mean they'd never drink alcohol again. That could be a choice that you make, and for others, it may just mean, controlling how much of the substance you're using. Now, there's never a good, okay amount of porn. You want to completely rid yourself of porn. And that could mean, you are staying more sober than what you usually do, having one drink of alcohol, versus, if you have two or three, you could be more susceptible to letting your guard down. And so, but the Bible explains that, it's not only just substances or something that causes you to sin. It's your sin nature. You need to overcome what Jesus is telling us, to overcome is, our when we believe in Jesus and we start following his teachings and following the Bible, that comes with power from God to overcome these issues that seem like a mountain to us, where it's like, how am I ever going to, control these things, or, how am I ever going to get free of it? And porn can feel like that too, but we have to realize that the darkness is not greater than the light. And especially when you start to change your mindset and saying, no, I don't want to live a life looking at porn, or no, I don't want to live a life of drunkenness, or I don't want to live a life of being high all the time, and not sober. Those things, I believe, are those life choices that you're making, and you're, letting the Bible change your mindset about these things so you don't become addicted to them, and especially being a lover of pleasure rather than a lover of God. Now, I believe there's still pleasure that you can have with God, but, still, we don't live for that, where we are setting aside our love for God for the things of this world. And so this is just a short introduction on how to overcome sin, guys. If you want to know more about it, go to my website, washye.com, WASHYE.com. Thank you.